Hey everyone, long time, no update. Last time we met, it was in July. So, first of all, before I go on, I just have to apologize in advance just in case we are interrupted, because as you can see, Chaucer is there, and Dante is on the floor on the other side, and right now they are very hungry. So, they might jump and wrestle with each other. They might knock something over. They might jump across this screen. I don't know what they're going to do. But I wanted to update you on what has happened in the last 7 or so months. So anyway, I'm going to try to give you a story of what was going on, because I believe in my last video I was talking about a new scare. I don't remember which one it was, but because I've had a lot. But anyway, so uh, so June started out with my lower left abdomen pains being really, really bad. I mean, worse than it ever had been before. So that's when I went to see my gastroenterologist, and then I begged him for an ultrasound. And so he did it. So I had the ultrasound, and they found a granuloma on my spleen. And just to make sure it was just a granuloma, they ordered an MRI. So at the end of June, I had my abdominal MRI. There was something on my spleen, but there was something on my liver. And because I don't know, there was a lot of things going on that summer, and the same doctor, when he first saw my cancer, he thought it wasn't cancer, and he wasn't going to do anything about it until he had someone else biopsy it, and lo and behold, it was cancer. I didn't want to go on not knowing for sure whether or not this thing on my liver was benign, so I made him order a PET scan. And he did order a PET scan, and then the PET scan revealed that there was really nothing dangerous on my liver. Get off there! Sorry. There was really nothing dangerous on my liver, and since the PET scan didn't really prove anything dangerous, I believed that that was the result. So my doctor said, we'll do a follow-up MRI in September. So I was fine with that. Whatever. So I had the follow-up MRI in September, and I had to get this special contrast or something that lights up my liver just so they can focus on it and look at it, and to make sure that whatever is on there, whether it's neurofibromatosis or something else, they will be able to see it better. That was my understanding for that MRI in September. So then September comes along, the test comes and goes, and then a couple weeks later I get a call from my doctor, and he said that whatever that was on my liver, it was called a focal nodular hyperplasia, and it wasn't dangerous at all. So, fine. And they were going to do a follow-up MRI in January. So, my follow-up MRI was just a couple of weeks ago. And this is where it gets interesting. Because as my tech was preparing me for my MRI, I asked her, okay, how much of your abdomen are you going to see if you're going to be focusing on my liver again? Because I'm still in a great amount of pain in my lower left abdomen. That's just been the story of my life. And the tech said, oh no, we're not focusing on your liver. They show nothing on your liver. This is something they found in your lower left abdomen. Are you kidding me? Really? Like, my doctor called me and told me, oh, it's just an FNH on your liver. And now there's nothing on my liver. I don't know how it changed within that amount of time. I have absolutely no idea how it changed. But now there's supposedly nothing on my liver and something in my lower left abdomen, as I suspected for the last million years, since I've been in so much pain there. And so instead of getting a phone call from my doctor, I get a letter. And the letter is right here. Very, very short. That's all it is. And it says, Dear, my name. Your MRI result has come back and confirms the suspected neurofibromas. There are no other worrisome features. They looked for the FNH lesion in the liver and did not see it. Let me know if you'd like a copy of the report sent to you. Let's plan on meeting back in the office at some point in the next several months to be sure you are doing well and have the appropriate follow-up you need. Sincerely, Dr. Snape. Alright, found the suspected neurofibromas, as if we had talked about that and we knew. I have no idea, because he always told me, oh, your lower left abdomen pains are just IBS, just reduce your stress. And my gynecologist also said the same thing, because I don't know if this lower left abdomen pain was abdominal, or if it was gynecological, and she said the same thing. Oh, it might be stress. Oh, it might be stress. These doctors don't understand that my stress is from the pain, not from my everyday life. It's from my pain. So I'm really, really, really frustrated about this right now. Anyway, so I sent my gastroenterologist an email, and because there's like this Facebook Connect similar thing, but not like Facebook, from my doctors, where I can actually send an email message to whatever doctor office that I need. And so I sent him an email, and I asked him where exactly is how big is this neurofibroma, and where exactly is it? And he tells me word for word, it's a 3.7 by 2.4 centimeter ovoid lesion in your retroperitoneum. Thanks for telling me where it is. I had to Google it, and of course, if you're on Facebook, you saw my status about like where the fucking hell is my retroperitoneum. So now I know where it is, and it's basically the cavity that's right behind my kidney area, which is in the lower left abdomen, which is probably why all of my pain in my lower left abdomen has been so nondescript. I would touch it and I'm like, oh, but it doesn't really hurt here, but it kind of does, and I would move all around, and sometimes it radiates to my back, which makes more sense because the retroperitoneum is in the back. So I really have no idea. I'm pretty sure it's not dangerous at all, but I still don't understand why it hasn't been found, because I had a full-body PET scan and it wasn't found. I had other abdominal MRIs and it wasn't found. I think it's for like a 3.7 by 2.4 centimeter. That's pretty big for my body. So now the next step is to talk to my neurologist about it. The problem is I see my neurologist once a year, and that's in December, and I've already seen him, and I've already talked to him about this pain, and no one, as usual, really seems to understand what I'm going through for this. But anyway, I'm going to try to get my MRI images and pathology report to him so he can look at it and then tell me whether or not it could be removed. Maybe I need a biopsy, so he has to know whether or not it can be removed. I don't know. I actually kind of want a biopsy anyway to make sure it's neurofibromatosis, because I did things that I shouldn't have done, and that's do research on it. And there have been people with NF1 that I have who have had neural sheath cancer in their retroperitoneum that metastasized to their lungs. And that was only 2 cases where this happened. One person is alive, one person died, and both of them were in their 20s. So I, even though I think this really is nothing at all, I think I might try to ask someone to get. But anyway, it's going to be really complicated, because in order to get this image CD, I have to go to the freaking hospital, which is way on the opposite end of town, and then get the CD to sign for it, and then I can also sign for the path report. So getting there takes like about 45 minutes. Waiting for the CD takes about 20 minutes. And then getting it to the other hospital takes like an hour. Like, this is going to take me all day, and I don't have time. I'm in school, and I might have to do it on my spring break, which isn't until March, so it's going to delay everything, and that's just another thing I have to worry about. And I'm also spotting a lot, which is not normal for me. I've been spotting since October, so my gynecological doctor told me to wait 1 more month before telling her about it again, because I told her it's never happened to me until October, and of course it's happening again. So my life sucks. Well, my health life sucks. I have a good husband. He takes care of me. Though I do feel like an entirely humongous burden on him, and I feel like a burden talking to all of you guys about it, because I don't know, it's just hard to explain why I feel like a burden, but I do. I know you guys are supportive, but I still feel like a burden. But that's basically been my life so far, other than being in grad school, which is very, very new since July, and I love my program, and it's keeping me busy. And I just have, after this semester, I'll have another year left, and I'll be done, and that's when the job search begins, and hopefully that will be okay. And also, since July, I lost my nose ring. Well, I didn't lose it, but when I had my brain MRI in December, I forgot about it, and I tried to take it out and put my glass ring in myself, and it didn't really work out well. So bye-bye, the third time to a nose ring. So that's been just as traumatizing as my pain. And another thing that has happened since my last video, one of my best friends died from lung cancer. Very freak case of lung cancer. And she wrote this book, which she published on Lulu.com, called Lightning Splice. Unfortunately, with this program I'm using on my Mac, everything's mirrored, so it's backwards, but you get the idea of what it looks like. Her pen name is Zelly Blake, and her book is available on Lulu.com, on Amazon.com, on BarnesandNoble.com, and BooksAMillion.com. And all proceeds go to the American Cancer Society because she is awesome like that. And it's been very difficult to deal with this. Even now, it's been a long time, but it's really difficult to lose a friend. You think your friends are going to be there forever, and they're not. No one's here forever, and it's just hard to recognize that. So always keep your friends close, because you just never know. And your family, of course, close, because you never know what's going to happen to them. Otherwise, other than my cats tearing up the house because they want food, nothing else is going on. But otherwise, my husband's doing well too. He's crazily busy on his dissertation. That's his second wife, but that's okay with me. Otherwise, yeah, nothing else new. And so that's my 11.5 minute rant, almost probably going to be 12 minutes. Maybe it'll be over 12 minutes, but anyway. So thanks for listening, and I'll try to update more. And, oh well, anyway, take care. Love you guys. Mwah! Bye-bye.